Bishop's Gaiters men's rugby head coach Charles Goode after a narrow 15-7 victory over Sherbrooke in the RSEQ quarterfinal on Coulter Field on Saturday afternoon. Coach, start with the game. Thoughts on the game? What is it with Sherbrooke? They were winless on the year, but that's two close contests you've had with them this season. So
we had no doubt that this game was going to be close. We talked about it all week. We rarely play Sherbrooke and get in more than 3-4 scores on them. It's always a close game. In all fairness, other than the game they played against Montreal last weekend, they've lost to all their 6 out of 7 games. They've lost by less than 10 points. So they're not a bad rugby team. I just feel like they're missing some polish. They're very big. They have 4 really outstanding forwards in their starting 8. Maybe 5 even, really good size, all in the 240-pound range, and they're fit, and they're good rugby players. They're older than we are as well, and I think age makes it. I think 26 against 18 is always going to be, no matter how big you are at 18, I think that man strength starts to kick in around that age. And I think the big one is a lot of these guys play rugby with each other in the summer with the local City of Sherbrooke Rugby Club, and the rivalry as a result is intense. It's like twin brothers going at it out there, to be honest with you. So I think that's probably got a lot to do with it. They're trying to prove it to each other. Like some of these kids have been playing rugby together in the area since they were 15 years old. So they've got a history together. But we got enough done today. I don't think the score reflected the amount of possession we had in the first or the second half. But if it was 15-7, we were always 2 scores ahead with 20 minutes to play. So it was a way to finish the game. We sat down in their corner for the pretty much last 20 minutes of the game. So it was a good place to be in. Yeah.
You mentioned before, man of the match, a couple people who stood out.
Lee Hudson was up to his terrifying best again. His running today with the ball was good, but his defense was outstanding. We told him he had to mark their best player, the other team's number 8, Robin Temporelli. We told him he had to mark him, and he marked him. Knocked him backwards most of the time, and he's not an easy guy to stop. Actually a semi-professional player from France who's now doing a master's degree at Sherbrooke. So Lee knocked him on his ass, knocked him backwards all night, all day. Shane Crawford, again, really put in a great effort with George Gardner. In fact, that 6-7-8 combo, George, Shane and Lee had a really good game. Nick Charlton back from injury, huge difference on the field. What a leader that kid is, and we missed him. You don't realize how much till you get him back. Mike Izzard, biggest hit of the game. Didn't let anyone through all day. But Robbie McGovern finished a really good try as well. I got good things to say about everybody. But I think LT Nixon, number 10, smallest guy in the league, and absolutely killing it with those little magic feet. We gave him man of the match. We wanted to play in Sherbrooke's part of the field. That was our strategy. Get away from the big guys, make them run and tire them out. And LT was perfect on the day. So really, really happy with that. Hit a couple clutch kicks as well. A conversion after trying a penalty kick, so really big for us. Kept us in the lead.
Great. Now quickly touch on Montreal. You obviously had success down here against them on homecoming. Now you're going to their turf.
Yeah.
But it's an RSEQ semifinal. So
they're actually, in fact, they're quite similar to Sherbrooke. Possibly more French from France than Sherbrooke, not to so many local kids. But these guys are going to want to win. This is going to be, for them, they're the end of a 4-year plan. They've got a lot of senior players on that team, and they really think they deserve to be in the finals. They finished first in their group, albeit they probably had the easier route. We finished with more points on the year than them, but because of the group system, we didn't finish ahead of them. They're not in our group. So we haven't won in Montreal since 2012. We've beaten them down here. We've never lost them here, but we did lose. We've lost 2 in a row up there in the 13 and 14 season. Never by much, but they are a hard team to beat, and they play very well at home. So we've got to get the little things right, and we can't leave points on the board like we did today. We were over their goal line twice. One was called a knock-on, and one was called held up in goal. We've got to really make sure that we take the chances we get and not let the referee decide the game. And some game management stuff. When we're in front of the posts and the score is 12-7, we need to take the 3 points that are on offer and just keep chipping away at them. We beat them by more than anyone else beat them this year. They lost 2 games, one to us, one to McGill. We beat them by just 10 points. McGill almost lost. They won on the last play of the game by a penalty kick, and they won by 2. So they're going to take us not lightly for sure. We're going to have to be at our absolute best to get to that final. But I like the way the team's going. They're clicking at the right time, and we're really not running into injury trouble right now. So fingers crossed.
Great. Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.